Good afternoon and welcome to this webinar. What we're going to do today, we're going to briefly look at Ultimaker's latest addition to the Ultimaker family, which is the Ultimaker 2 Plus Connect. So it's joining the Ultimaker S5 Pro bundle and the Ultimaker S3. Now what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to have a look at some of the features that are new with the Ultimaker 2 Plus Connect. And then after that, we'll go over to the machine and we're going to do a live demonstration. We'll have a look around the machine, one that's working, one that's printing away, and we'll highlight some of the features that we refer to within this webinar. So the Ultimaker 2 Plus Connect, the features, bit summary of it, as you can see there, it is actually a single extrusion machine. So what Ultimaker have found is that not everybody needs two-headed extruders within the workflows. A lot of parts can be manufactured using single extrusion. So what this new Ultimaker 2 Plus Connect does, it gives the option of being able to just have an extruder that you can have multiple of them and be printing multiple models simultaneously without having to go to the expense of buying and purchasing dual head extruders. It's got a big volume, build volume for the actual size of the printer itself. So you're looking at 223 by 220 by 205. The inches dimensions are on being displayed now as well. You've got with it network connectivity. So just like the other models, the S-Line models within the series of Ultimaker family, you've actually got network connectivity either through Wi-Fi or through Ethernet connections. So what this also allows with the 2 Plus Connect is for remote printing over the cloud with added security if you look at Ultimaker Essentials and working through the digital factory. It's got an easy control touchscreen. So as you can see there in the actual picture, down at the bottom, that is a touchscreen. It's very easy to control, very easy to use, very user-friendly, very easy to actually navigate to either loading filaments, maintenance, or moving your build plate up and down, or even setting a print point. Very easy to operate. What you've also got there, now this is an added addition sold separately, is you've got the ability to have a Connect manager. It's sold separately, but as you can see there, it uses the same ultrafine particle filter as the S-Range S5. And what it does do, it contains that environment for printing to help you print with the higher temperature materials. Those that could be susceptible to warpage, shrinkage. It also comes with a removable front door as well to really enclose that build chamber. A few more features. As I mentioned earlier, you've got cloud 3D printing. Now it's built in. And as it says on the screen, whether you're in the office, at home, in the classroom, you can very easily send print jobs to the Ultimaker 2 Plus Connect. Now again, it's through Wi-Fi or Ethernet, but the cloud 3D printing allows you to be able to manage the users of the actual printer. So if you connect up to the Ultimaker Digital Factory, what it allows you to do is monitor and utilize the printers on your network. It also allows you to set up working teams for each of the printers so you can actually manage the users. That's a higher security level than some printers on the market. Also, you've got with the Ultimaker Marketplace, you've got access to customized slicing experience with plugins and obviously all the material alliance profiles that you would have with the S-Line machines. They're all included with the 2 Plus Connect. Now, one of the big advantages with the Ultimaker range is its ease of use and how quickly you can get up and running and printing. So that's why I put this in, hit the ground running. Yeah, right from day one, right from opening the box. You've only got 3 components to connect in there and you're printing within an hour. It's that easy. You can get started via the touchscreen, speedy setup, talks you all the way through it, how to do it, and it makes installing multiple 3D printers effortlessly. And also, if you register your Ultimaker 2 Plus Connect, you can access exclusive 30-minute onboarding course taught by Ultimaker experts who walk you through installation, Ultimaker Cura, and the maintenance on the machine itself. Now, the next thing we're going to do, we're going to go over to the machine that's working at the moment, and we're going to have a walk around, and I'm going to show you some of the features that we referred to earlier. So here we have the Ultimaker 2 Plus Connect. As you can see, we're printing away there at the moment. If I zoom in a little bit, you'll see that we've got a single extruder there. With the single extruder, we've got, as with the its predecessor, we've got the 2 cooling fans on top. Now, them 2 fans that you can see there are for cooling the material as it's being laid. And then at the back of the head, if I can spin around there, we've actually got a 3rd cooling fan in that zone there. Now, that's working in collaboration with the heater and the heater sensor with the head to moderate the temperature within the print head itself for the extrusion. It is a board and fed extruder. So if we look around the back of it, you'll see that we've got the material on the spool holder at the back. The particular material at the minute is tough PLA. It's fed through the feeder. So the feeder now grabs the material and it's pushing the material through the board and tube, up through, down, through the head, and through to the heating zone where you can see the yellow symbol there. That's where the material becomes molten, and then it's allowing it to be extruded onto the heated bed. So if we look down now, what we've actually got here, we've got a glass bed. So we've got a glass heated bed like the S-range models that we've got, which allows good conduction of heat through to the printer, and it allows for good bed adhesion. So you've got enhanced bed adhesion there. We've got the stepper motors at the back, which are driving the head in the X and Y direction. And then down at the back, we've got the feed screw. So the feed screw here raises and lowers the actual print bed. Up at the front, we've got our touchscreen display. Now at the moment, because we're printing, we've got limited functionality, but we can see that we've got here, we're printing a lifting clamp. We can either cancel, abort, or pause the print. If we go to the second screen, it'll take us to an image of the actual model that's being printed, and I'll click it again, and it'll actually tell us the print time. So you can see there now that total print time is 4 hours 20 minutes on this particular model. This particular print has been loaded through the USB at the front, but as we mentioned earlier on the webinar, you can actually download direct from the digital factory via Ethernet or Wi-Fi when you're connected that way. On the top here, we've got the Air Manager HUD. So you can see there, all enclosed. It doesn't actually swivel or pivot up, this particular manager, so it is just a straight removal. You'll just lift it off and put it to one side. And if we go around on the other side, you can see there that the actual electronics, or the actual power pack for the actual 2 Plus Connect is not enclosed with inside. So unlike the S range where you've got the power pack built in on the underside, with the 2 Plus Connect, it's actually remote. So that's really, very simply, a quick look at the 2 Plus Connect.